Okay, so I have to get this off of my chest because this subject has been nagging me for a little while now. I was originally gonna make this like a Reddit post on a random throwaway account that I literally just made like an hour ago, but I decided against it because I kind of remembered how gay Reddit actually is. And speaking of Reddit, I ended up actually deleting all my accounts on there because it's just a horrible platform. Just ridden with censorship on literally any subject. You could be literally making a pretty nonchalant post on like some sort of gaming subreddit, and you will get censored if people don't agree with it. If the mods don't agree with it, you'll get censored. So I'm making this just a video instead because why not? So competitive gamers. Okay, I used to be a bit competitive, not too competitive. I used to sweat in Call of Duty like well over a decade ago. I used to be pretty good at the game. Um, and when it comes to like competitive mode and shit, I used to play Overwatch competitive quite a bit actually. And I sort of realized while growing up, actually growing up and not being a fucking man-child, that competitive doesn't make really any sense if you really think about it, right? Like you're possibly taking years off your life stressing about the outcome of a match for arbitrary competitive score, MMR, rank or something, whatever the hell you're competing over. You're possibly taking years off of your life stressing over the outcome of the match because to you, you think it matters, right? And you might ask, like, well, I mean, doesn't it matter if you're competing over something? And, you normally would be right, but if you really think about it, what are you competing over? You're competing over a medal on your profile that only shows when someone clicks on it. Okay, like with Overwatch, for example, right? Overwatch in particular is kind of pointless. I mean, the main thing you get while playing competitive is just competitive points. That's the main incentive. You could use it to buy gold weapons, jade weapons, galactic weapons. That I could get around, and that's a pretty good system, to be honest, because no matter how good or bad you do, you still get competitive points for winning, regardless of rank. I think it's like 12 points per match, and then you need like 3,000 to get like a custom weapon skin, right? Crazy. But there's some incentive there for caring about match outcome. If you win, you get 12 points. If you lose, you don't get anything. But these other games, right? You're not competing for that. You have nothing to purchase with these competitive points. You're simply competing over rank. And like I said, people can only really see this rank most of the time when they click on your profile and they deliberately look for it. It's arbitrary. The most incentive you could really get, right, is if it's the current season, right? You get into a lobby, people in the current season see your current season's rank. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Does anybody, and just think about this for a minute, does anybody actually give a shit? I don't. I mean, I don't remember the last time I ever clicked on somebody's profile and go, wow, he's a diamond player. Oh, wow, he's grand. I don't give a shit. It's dime a dozen. It really doesn't matter. It literally does not matter at all. And people, like the point of this video here, what made me actually make this video is that people get so toxic to a point where it doesn't make any sense anymore. If you're just playing competitive and you just want the rank, fine, right? But if you want the rank so badly that you are going out of your way to be like grotesquely toxic, and I don't mean like Modern Warfare 2 toxic where you're like throwing a racial slur or two. That's not really not a big deal. It's the kind of toxicity that actually feels like advanced neckbeard cyberbullying, okay? It feels like you're being witch hunted, but you're not. It's that kind of feeling, right? And some people really do go to the extent of searching up your username on the internet, finding your social medias, and trying to like cyber stalk you and cyberbully you. I would know from experience, some people will really go to that extent. It's happened on this channel, and it's pretty pathetic. But people go out of their way to like throw insane insults, spam the chat, intentionally say things for the purpose of triggering the other person or just pissing off the other person. All that really does, especially if it's your teammate, right? I can understand if it's an enemy. If you're just hating on an enemy for being better than you, or clowning on you, or just using a character that doesn't require that much skill, fine. But if you're being toxic to a teammate, do you understand that usually only makes a teammate perform worse, not intentionally, but just by circumstance. Like when you get into your own teammate's head about shit that doesn't even matter, that teammate is going to perform less skillfully. They're going to perform worse. And that's going to cost you competitive points, rank. Oh my god, the thing you care about, the thing you're bullying this guy over, you're going to now lose because you made it a point to call him some like insane slur or some insane insult or just straight up like saying things to him that like you wouldn't even say to somebody in real life. Okay? Things that you would say to someone that you genuinely hate. And some people, and I know from experience, say things to you in game chat in games like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch. They'll tell you to kill yourself. They will literally tell you to off yourself because you aren't playing at your absolute best. And the worst part about this, perhaps, is the fact that this isn't even contained within the competitive mode. This is actually something that you see in arcade mode in Overwatch. Yes, fucking arcade mode, the like most uber casual mode in the goddamn game. It's very rare, but it does happen sometimes. And quick play in Overwatch, and quick match in Marvel Rivals, which is the same thing. The casual modes, right? These people that go into the casual modes, and they go out of their way to behave like that. In casual. Now, in Overwatch, you can make the argument that, hey, winning and even in casual kind of makes a difference or means something because there's sometimes challenges for complete 35 games to unlock this, and wins count as double progress, right? So wins count as 2 matches, losses will just count as 1. You could maybe make the argument that it matters there, it matters then, but in games like Marvel Rivals. Literally, you don't gain anything from winning or losing in casual. You don't even get more XP as far as I know. You might, but if you do, it's like so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. You don't get a loot box, you don't get a skin, you don't get credits, you don't get anything. You literally just get XP for winning or losing. Just fucking playing the match rewards you with the most basic unrewarding thing ever, and people take it so seriously, man. They're fucking slouched forward, neckbeard in full fucking form, just sweating their dicks off, and for what? Like, what little is left of their dick? They're sweating it off, and for what? In casual. Now, there was a match in particular that I want to talk about because this really was a catalyst for this entire video. This happened like well over a week ago. I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I have chat on because I never really thought to turn chat off. I mean, I have chat on in both Overwatch and Marvel Rivals currently, but this particular game, I was just simply playing pretty casually. Of course, in the casual mode, I'm playing casually as a hero that I'm just practicing as. I don't remember exactly who it was, actually, because I blocked this out of my memory for the most part, but I was playing pretty casually, and one of my teammates insults me. First off, he says, switch, and I go, oh, okay. So I switch to another hero that I'm actually kind of okay at. And again, it's casual, so I'm playing casually, but I'm not playing badly. I want to make a distinction. I'm not playing poorly. I'm simply just playing casually. I'm still doing relatively good. I'm pretty much on par with my entire team. I believe I was playing support. I can't be certain on that. But this guy then immediately escalated it. He said that he despises me, that he hates me. And I'm like, okay, so I kind of just ignore him. And then this guy, towards the end of the match, tells me to kill myself. Mind you, it wasn't me causing the downfall of my team in this match. I know that everybody might say that because, they want to have, a bias so they don't seem bad. But, I'm speaking in objective terms here. I was literally never the problem at any part in the match at all. It was my team. They just didn't have very much coherency. There was no cohesiveness. The whole team just kind of went in solo and died a whole lot, Overwatch style. It literally wasn't me. I was just the easiest person to pick on because I was playing support. I had good heals. I had good damage. I had good damage blocked. Everything was fine. Everything was normal. But I was the one being targeted for reasons unknown. I don't even know, to be honest. Maybe it's because I actually responded to him in chat. When he told me to switch, I said, oh, okay, and I just switched. Maybe it was that. Maybe that was a real catalyst as to why I was picked for this harassment. But this guy literally said those things to me, plus a few other things as well that I don't actually remember. But, yeah, so I just have to like ask here the audience of whomever is watching this video, if you play competitive, if you're toxic, why? Have you ever considered like the reasons you're toxic? Have you ever considered the reasons that you care about the game so much? Why you care about the outcome of the game so much? Because I'm only 22, but I grew out of this mindset literally like as I was hitting puberty. Okay, like as I was hitting puberty, as I was like aging into my later teenage years as well, I started to care about gaming less and less. There were some games that I still played competitively, and still some games that I cared about. But like I'm at the point now where I think I've reached unk status. I just don't fucking care. If I'm having fun in the game, great. If I'm not, then I'm playing something else. I cannot be bothered anymore. And this is going to sound ironic because, a few years ago I made a lot of videos that were pretty toxic, just about games that I used to like that went down the shitter that I wanted to see improved. But I can't be bothered anymore to care. Okay, if a game is actually activating rage within me or frustration, I simply just stop and go like, why the fuck do I care so much? I just stop caring. Whether or not that involves like not playing the game anymore or something, but I've reached that point and there's really no looking back because it really just is, I think, the ultimate sort of evolution for a gamer, if you want to use that term. I fucking hate that term, by the way. It's the ultimate evolution. Just not caring anymore. Not giving a shit. Realizing that it's literally just a game. It's just pixels on a screen. It's just arbitrary rank. It's just people that you'll never even meet in real life that you're playing with. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't build you anything. You could argue that if you're a streamer or a content creator, maybe the game means something. If you're in the business of impressing people on a stream, of look how skilled I am, that kind of shit. Maybe you could argue that there's some purpose in that. But for the people who aren't content creators, the people who are not streamers, it's genuinely so pointless to give a shit about games, okay? Especially games that sort of like pull the toxic side of you out, okay? But anyways, yeah, so on to my point about text chat in Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I actually disabled text chat for Rivals for like a week or two, and I recently just disabled it. And then literally just after 3 matches, I realized why I turned it off, okay? My third match, there was 2 teammates on my team who, again, this is casual, this is quick match. You can't get any more casual than quick match in fucking Marvel Rivals. It's literally casual people go into the mode to play casually. I cannot stress it enough. These 2 teammates were clearly teamed because they had the same kind of like username style, and they were just fucking like just going hard in chat, just screaming at the teammates, screaming at the enemy, basically bitching at the enemy, Emma and me, and like come on, man. So the next time I load up the game, I'm definitely gonna be like disabling chat again, definitely permanently, okay, like probably permanently, and probably I'll disable Overwatch chat as well. It just seems like everybody's doing that because the vast majority of people that I've tried to talk to in both Overwatch and Rivals, they never actually respond, neither in voice or text chat, which leads me to believe that they too reached this like conclusion. But like, it just seems to be like the ultimate sort of conclusion for people that are just simply normal. Like, I think text chat and voice chat in games nowadays is just reserved for like the lowest hanging fruit of the tree, because in GTA it's horrible. In fucking Rocket League especially, oh my god, Rocket League was horrible. Battlefield was horrible. Call of Duty, I don't know if anybody really even uses text chat in Call of Duty, honestly, but like in every game that offers text chat, it's the same gimmick. Okay, normal people never talk. They probably have it off. They've probably had it off ever since they downloaded the fucking game. And the only people left on there are just neckbeards. They're just people who you could probably smell from like a solid like 10 to 15 yards away. These are the kinds of people that get banned from restaurants, which is probably why fast food is so fucking booming nowadays, and fat lards are just rolling around everywhere, essentially, with their giant, grotesque, rotund bodies. It's probably them. It's probably them. the men and women or children in text chat. That's probably them. That's probably the people that we see in real life who smell like if Burger King went expired 600 years ago. Okay, I don't know if that made any sense actually, but you get the point. That's the point of the video. That's the entire video. Goodbye.